Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, and well, first off, I'm actually going to say this. I'm sorry for the very long hiatus I've taken. Real life kind of caught up to me. College and all that started for the first time, all that stuff. But hey, I'm back now. I plan to be back for at least a few more days. So, pretty much I'm recording the next few videos, or a bunch of the videos on Reddit at least, kind of in one or two different sittings for the next week or so. Mainly so that I can just schedule them to upload them, and I don't have to stress out about recording them that day. But yeah, I've actually got a schedule now, so let's hope this does well. But in this video, we're going to be making George E. Pickett, or General George E. Pickett. You know, Pickett's charge and all that. Specifically, him played by Stephen Lang. I think it's the actor's name. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Stephen Lang in the movie Gettysburg.
General Pickett. Sir, you may reform to the rear of this ridge and set up a defensive position.
General Pickett, sir, you must look to your division.
General Lee, I have no division.
And I still want to watch that movie. I haven't had a chance yet, but I really want to watch it. But let's move on. Now, if we go in here, everything's going to be shiny because I was standing out in the rain for that intro. But oddly enough, he's wearing really blue stuff, so you can kind of switch out the blue for gray if you wanted. Although I didn't, just because all the pictures and stuff I looked at looked very, very blue. But start off with hats. We're going to go with the Union cap in this dark blue, although if you wanted to make it gray you could. This is just wide. So moving on. No neckwear, no eyewear, no masks, no bandanas, because the vest I chose wouldn't allow it. But for coats, we went with the classic frock coat in this nice navy blue. I think most of the top torso is the same I did for, I think, Stonewall Jackson. So, yeah. That's already going to look a little bit weird, but... Okay, so you can either go with that, or if you wanted to make it gray, you can go with this light colored one, which I wasn't going to go with, just, again, I think it was weird. Vests, I went and threw on the Churchill vest in this nice bright blue, because this is actually the color that he's wearing in the movie. Sadly, we can't replicate it in this. If you wanted to, you could also throw this on, or one of these gray colors. Or actually, this gray is the only one. You could throw on either of those, and it'd probably work pretty well. If you didn't get one of those, whenever they came out in Outlaw Pass, I think maybe a year or two ago, then don't worry. You can still go and throw on, if I can find it. Not that one. I've got this one if you want to do blue, gray. I think they have a blue one as well. I just don't have it. So that's kind of an oh well moment for me. But moving on. Now for shirts, he was wearing some red around his neck. I don't know if it was a shirt or if it was like a neckerchief or something. But either way, same sort of effect comes from it. I threw on the Corrales shirt in red, so it had the red collar. Well, if you wanted to, you could also throw on the. I don't have that in red. You throw on a red. Basically, as long as it's a shirt and it has a red collar. All those work. Now, suspenders don't matter. You won't see them. Gauntlets, no. Gloves. Again, same sort of issue I ran into with Stonewall Jackson. In the movie, he's wearing the gloves over his coat. And like there's really white cavalry-looking gloves. So if they had the cavalry glove, and you could wear them over your sleeves, and they came in white, they would be perfect. But they don't, so I went with the riding gloves because they had the same sort of stitching and stuff. So now,
well, you're welcome to try out your wardrobe in the
belts,
changing room.
rings, and buckles don't really matter. He's not wearing a belt in the movie, I don't believe. It says he's wearing like a yellow sash, which we don't have, sadly. But gun belts, just because he didn't have one, I just went and threw on the agency gun belt because I figured it looked good. Pants. Now, you don't really get a good view of his pants, which is not really a thing I've ever thought I'd be saying.
If you need a nice place to try on your clothes,
Don't take that out of
the
context.
changing room is available.
But I just want the tuxedo pants because he's wearing just a pair of black pants with a, they had a gold stripe or two on the side. So that's why I went with. Chaps, his boots are kind of iffy. I never really got a good view of them. So it's possible he was wearing chaps like this, but I didn't see them, so I just went and skipped chaps and threw on boots. And the Preacher's Pride boots actually looked pretty good and sold apart. And spurs, again, I don't believe he wore spurs, but if you wanted to throw spurs on, Western Rider in black would probably look the best. So that does it for the outfit. Let's go and take care of the let's go and take care of the hair.
Hello. Looking
Pop
for a
in
trim?
here and alright, so his hair I'm still kinda iffy with just because it's weird. But what I went with was the Windswept in color 14. Mainly based off of him when he is still wearing his hat and all that. Because it kinda does poof out in the back quite a bit. And I figured this looked good for that. Although if you wanted him without the hat, then kind of the best I could really recommend is something like the thick center parted or the neat left parted, just because his like really messy. So
Got a fine
for facial hair,
I must
the best
say.
that I could find was the goatee in color 14. It has the mustache and the goatee, of course, and I think it looked really good. Although, if you wanted to kind of replicate him having the curled up ends on his mustache, then you could throw on the nightly. It would look pretty decent. And alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Basically, my little brother came in. So, yeah. But back to it. For facial hair, what I went with was the goatee in color 14 because it looked pretty accurate to his facial hair in the movie. I would have went with something that was grained a little bit more, but shut up. I would have went with something that was
barber, but I gotta draw the line somewhere.
I would have went with something that was graying a bit more, but sadly didn't have it. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Now, the next video, as I apparently starved to death, after this one, Alright, the next Red Dead video after this one should be... let me see here. I have a list. Let's see here. Al Swearingen, or as I call him, Swedgen. He should be the next Red Dead video after this, but things can change. I might decide to not do them or something, but yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and well, have a good one. Adios.